Hello, welcome back to Level 3, Week 2 in April 2016, Fast Advanced Charleston.
This is Paul. My name is Ellen.
And we're continuing to build up learning how to dance Charleston more efficiently, more clearly with our partners and at faster tempos. Today we focused on momentum and on stretch and on traveling with our partner in the context specifically of building up the chase entrance into tandem from scratch, and then working a little bit on being in tandem with our partner.
So we started by defining counterbalance. So if we have a neutral position, this is where a lot of our dancing up until now has been, where we're relaxed. If we look over our arms, nothing has happened. We each have our own balance. Counterbalance is when both people kind of sit away from each other, like you're reaching for a stool behind you, and you're taking your core backwards away from your partner. And if we were to let go, we would stumble backwards. It's counterbalance because we are countering each other's balance.
Note that you can counterbalance just enough that you're still balanced, but on the back of your heels. So if we were to let go, we'd basically still be barely balanced. So it's not super obvious, we'd fly apart.
Okay, so then we did the pass-bys.
Yeah, so let's just show the tuck turn first. So the basic concept we're trying to build up to was this style of a tuck turn. And this incorporated a lot of rotational momentum, some tension. And so we built up to that with a 6-count pass-by.
Shoot, ba, da, 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 da.
This is a normal 6-count pass-by. I'm just following the follow, and then giving them a little rock step here. Let's show the difference between a kind of static with no counterbalance 6-count pass-by and then one that does have counterbalance. We'll do the one first that does not. So coming up here, no counterbalance.
Shoot.
Counterbalance coming up. No counterbalance.
Shoot. And
counterbalance. And what we did there was we had the leads that were creating distance between separation between the lead and follow, using a little bit of pressure with your hands, just opening up that distance. But the leader hung back, so if we were to triple step out to the side, we start at about shoulder width, and I'm going to give a little displacement. So we open up that space and put all that tension into our arms and create that counterbalance.
And then we did the tuck turn.
So we start that with a rotational rock step, and we talked about the concept of connecting our core so that or engaging our core so our shoulders and hips are together. So we both rotate, leads and follows rotate the same way. And I create that stretch as a lead by initiating that rock step that the follow follows, but I hang back here, so our distance goes from this distance to a more open distance, creating that stretch and counterbalance. Then we use that rotational momentum and that stretch to rotate the other way, and so now we have a counterclockwise rotation, and then we unwind at the end. And the follow should feel, instead of a static tuck turn, like this. It's a static tuck turn, a continual motion of their...
The whole time I'm moving through it and turning during the times I move.
A little hip rotation the whole time. Then we talked about following the follow out on this rotation, or on this motion. So if we're following like this, I'm exaggerating that following here, I'm following the follow out from under the tuck turn and creating the counter stretch at the very end, which will be helpful for the chase. And then we create that tension right at the very end.
Which leads us to the chase. Shoot. Rock step. Shoot.
So let's talk about what follows do first. what
Sure.
they feel.
So it feels very similar to that tuck turn that we were doing. And on the end of it, the leader anchors back. Da-ga-da, da-ga-da. Right there, the leader starts to anchor. So we feel a really tight feeling in our core, and it gives just enough to rock step, but we feel a big stretch during that.
And you made this little sound.
I don't know if I can make it again, but you feel it in your core of like a stretch, and it's just enough space to rock step, but you feel like a really tightly wound rubber band.
Leads, we make sure to follow our follow out on this tuck turn so that we don't throw our shoulders out or throw our form out. And for Ellen and I specifically, we have about a foot width's worth of distance before we reverse the direction here as the lead. So we're right about here at hip's worth away before I either kick step or step down, creating that kind of tension into the rock step. Lead's footwork is this normal chase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, either a kick on 7 or a step on 7. 1, 2, 3.
And for the followers, it's the same with the triple steps, or you could put a kick step and place the triple steps.
Then we went into tandem basics. So,
Whoop, whop, whop, shoot, bop, rock step kick, double kick, rock step kick, double kick. So we talked about with that, keeping your posture low and grounded. The more you bend over, the better it's going to feel, even though it's kind of weird to start that way. And when we start going faster, you keep your kicks smaller and more underneath you. And followers, you're going to kick slightly outside of your leader as you twist with your body, not straight back.
leads, we're still doing the self-balancing that we've always been doing, so we're stepping underneath ourselves and owning our own weight as we're moving forwards and backwards. That also ensures that we're not stepping out to the side and kicking the follow's feet. If you have trouble getting into this posture, just imagine you're dribbling a couple of tennis balls, and that'll get you nice and low. Your weight's on the front of your feet there. The hand motion is something else that indicates the kicking. We're definitely going to talk more about the hand motion, but we mentioned that we'd like you guys to do the opposition just as one way that you can experiment.
That was it. See you next week.
Yeah, bye-bye.